Hello everyone, welcome to Johnny's NetSec YouTube channel. After you used your Windows machine for a while, you will find your machine is not as fast as before. You probably already tuned your machine, as I did in my one of previous videos to tune your Windows system faster. I had a video to show you 5 simple techniques to improve your Windows 11 performance. But there's another thing which can cause your system slow. As I show you here, your local C drive may be full. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can easily fix your Windows C drivers issue and also how to make it faster when you use it in the future. Now let's start it. There are a couple things to check manually before you can use your system tools or third-party tools to clean up your Windows C driver. So you might want to check the downloads folder, which is usually you saved all your download files. If you didn't clean it up, now it's time to remove the files you don't need it anymore. All your documents, pictures might be saved in document folder, pictures folder, music folder, or your desktop. You also might want to clean them up. After that, you can go to your C driver, right click on it, choose the properties. There's a disk clean up option. Once you select it, it will show you all temporary files, folders, and how many space they are taken. As you can see, the temporary internet files, download program files, and delivery optimization files. So those files can be easily cleaned up. You also can choose your recycle bin temporary files from here. Some caches. Anywhere you find those files is not needed, you can easily choose them and click the clean up system files to free up space. So here, as I show you using my virtual machine as an example, we can get easily 835 megabytes back by selecting those folders and clean them automatically. So that's the first step you want to do. The second step, we're going to use in Windows internal tools. Those built-in tools also very helpful to clean up your C drive. So you can search storage, and there's a storage settings in Windows 10 and in Windows 11. Once the storage settings page launches, you can easily see the C drive usage here. There's a storage sense option hasn't been turned on. You might want to turn it on and configure it, how it's going to be scheduled to run to delete those temporary files. So you can schedule 14 days to delete those files, or you can do it clean now. But that's a good settings to free up your space automatically. You might also want to check which folder is using most of your space. In this example, you will see a download folder using 30 gigabytes and Windows Update Cleanup can have 630 gigabytes both. And you can choose all of them and recycle bin. In this way, just choose remove files, you will easily get 37.8 gigabyte space back. That is much more from the disk cleanup tools we can get. Once you finish those manual checkup step 1 and your local disk checkup on the storage settings, you might need to change your content saved location. So first thing you want to check view storage used on other drives. You might have 2 drives you even didn't know and you are not using it. In my case, I have second drive which is not using at all. So my C drive has almost full, but my E drive has much more space free. So in this case, we can go down to change where new content is saved. So you want to tell in your system, you want to change all new documents, new music, new photos, new movie and TVs, and new offline maps. All those settings, you want to change them to E drive, since E drive has much more space than C drive. We also need to change our download folder and document folder location. So right now, the document folder is on a C drive, but we are able to move it to E drive, which we can create a new folder called download. So we choose E drive download folder. So in that way, any download files will be saved on E drive automatically. Since I have 10 items in the download folder, so they're gonna be automatically moved over to E drive as well. Same thing on your document folder. You can change the location from current user's location to other folder, such as E drive. We can create another folder called document. Select folder and move it over. In that way, the future document will be automatically created on your E drive, not C drive. Another thing in the storage settings you want to check is applications. Applications and features usually also taking lots of space from your C drive because by default they will be installed on a C drive, which is your system drive. So once you click on it, you will see there's 49 apps has been installed. They are taking quite a bit of your space, so you might want to click them and uninstall them. If you know what those programs, where they are installed, do you need it or not, then you can easily choose uninstall. But from my experience, the third parties will do much better jobs than Windows uninstall program. So now we go to our third step using third-party tools Ccleaner and Geek Uninstaller to uninstall your programs, apps, and features. Ccleaner has been used by many people, probably the most popular system cleaner program, third-party program. You can search Ccleaner, download, and then you will get the download link. They do have pro version and also free version for home users. So we are going to use a free download this option since we are home user here. The installation steps is pretty simple. Just click cc setup.exe file, and it will automatically launch the installation wizard. Install. But this program does give you some bundled program to install as well. Just be careful when you install it. So we can run Ccleaner. So Ccleaner free version is ready to run. So it detects that Google Chrome has been running in your system. So we just close and let it check your PC's health. So if you have Pro version, and they're gonna check more on the speed and the security part. But right at this moment, the privacy and the space, those options will be analyzed. You also can do custom clean. Lab will give you the control which application and what kind of junk files you want to remove. You can manually select them and adding more options if you know what they are used for. Options here, then you do analyze it. They will find some cookies, they will find session files, and then some temporary internet files. You can run cleaner to clean them up. So from the tools menu, you will see the uninstall. In here, they will similar like you see from the storage settings. The apps and features. So it starts from 3D view, but in this Ccleaner free version, you will see much more information: who is publisher, install date, and the size, also the version. So you can clean, delete, uninstall from this list. You also can clean up the system restore files, and then you also can do duplicate finder, disk analyzer. There are a lot of people doesn't like Ccleaner. The reason why it was being hacked last year with version 5.33, which we can find out from the news. The version has been hacked and was founded by Cisco Talos Group. The compiled version 5.33 and the cloud version 1.07. There's some multi-stage malware payload has been added into the Ccleaner 5.33. So after that, people lost the confidence on the Ccleaner. Free version also bundling with some third parties to ask you to install it. You can reject during the installation, but it's also have a lot of concern about privacy. The Ccleaner is collecting your personal privacy information. If you do have those concerns, I would suggest to use another program called Geek Uninstaller. So this is a portable version. You just need to download it and you don't need to install. Double click the geek.exe file from the download zip files. Then it will show all the programs installed. So then you can uninstall it and force remove or just remove the entry. You also can see the installation folders. That is very helpful. I like this feature since sometimes I do need to know where it's installed it and what kind of information on that folder. Right now we are seeing the desktop apps, and for the Windows Store apps, there's an option here. So now you can see those Windows Store apps, 3D viewer, alarms and clock. Those things you also can remove it, uninstall it. If you want to see where it's located, you can see the installation folder and then you can find out where the program it is. So that's the feature. I like it mostly for this program. It's a portable program. You can copy it and run it from one computer to another computer. You don't have to install on your system, which is going to generate in lots of registry key settings and garbage files on your system. So that's another thing I like Geek Uninstaller. With those two programs, Ccleaner free and also Geek Uninstaller, you can get much more control for the programs and apps installed on your system. That's the video I want to show you today, how you can free up your Windows C drive space and how you can get your control to uninstall your Windows software and Microsoft Store apps. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like my video, give me a thumb up. If you wanna get more updates, please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.